We all know the heat is rough on us and pets, and as we learned yesterday, our lawns. But it also wreaks havoc on our cars. When it's 100 degrees outside, the inside of your car can climb to 119 degrees in just 10 minutes. And that heat isn't just uncomfortable, it can cause serious and expensive damage. Car care expert Ken Hewing joins us now with what drivers need to watch out for. Ken, thanks so much for your time today.
Oh, great, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what kind of damage are we talking about here?
Well, it can go in multiple vectors, but if you wanted to start, let's say just on the exterior, you can have paint problems from oxidized paint. You end up having battery issues because your electrolyte can boil off. Your radiator, that's a big one that keeps your car cool, but how often do very many of us actually check our radiator fluid? Probably not that often. I know I'm guilty of that as well. And then you have the interior. So interiors are kind of fun because they use a lot of synthetic materials, so the glues can let go, so your headliner can drop, your dashboard gets all wrinkly. God forbid you have kids in the 64 crayon box that you left on the seat. There's a
Oh,
psychedelic,
no.
multicolored adventure. But the switches can actually melt too, and then one thing that people don't think about is the tires. So when you get hot and those tires are dark, they can overinflate and cause a problem where you could actually get tire blowouts.
Oh my goodness. Hey, can we move back inside to the car real quick and talk about the leather and vinyl? That can crack, right? So Ken, is that just a cosmetic issue or does that actually affect the car's value or even function?
Well, okay, so when your seat's cracked, you've got a lot of other problems going on as well because they're more pliable. And of course, applying the nice seat treatment is good for your cars. But you mentioned 119. I mean, in Arizona, you can get 119 as the ambient temperature. So
Right,
inside a
right.
car, it can get up to 172.
Yeah, that is deadly. Okay, and so let's move back out to the exterior and talk about the paint, right? That can fade from sitting in the heat. What can we do about that?
Well, you have to invest in a good wax is one. Shameless plug for my company. The car covers that we end up making shed 95% of the heat. So even those reflectors that people buy that go into the front windows, those do a reasonable job, but you've got four sides to your windows, and so unless you're putting a reflector on all of those, that magnifies the heat inside the car. So cracking the windows, getting a nice car cover that can reflect the sunlight would really lower the temperature, at least down to the ambient.
All right, so a lot of times our heat, especially in Texas, comes with humidity. What can high humidity actually do to cars?
Oh my God, now you're opening up another Pandora's box. So, okay, the humidity is moisture, and if you get things trapped in your car, and all of us have had this happen, mold is like a horrible
Ugh.
thing. It makes things smelly, but it's also a health problem. A lot of car covers that come out that are waterproof. Well, those just contain the evaporated moisture and actually can cause paint to oxidize and create a great box for mold to grow into. So getting a vented cover and getting one that reflects the heat and is water resistant, not waterproof. People think waterproof means it keeps their car dry. Well, in the bottom of it, moisture comes up, evaporates under the cover,
Right.
condenses, and gets you a problem.
Yeah, we don't think about that. We think about that when we have flooding, which we have here in Central Texas. So we're running out of time. Ken, can you just quickly, the top three things people need to watch out for right now? We have triple-digit heats coming up later on this week. What should we do to
Yes.
protect our cars?
Okay, I mentioned getting a good car cover, but also parking under trees sounds great, but you can end up getting sap on your paint and then heat that up to a point where it'll crack off your paint and or oxidize it. So a real bad thing, or even bird droppings will get on there and do
Right.
the same thing. So don't do that. I mentioned washing your tires. Go into a local tune-up shop and get your fluids changed. I mean, that's just a common thing to keep your car running, and heat makes things do bad things faster.
Absolutely. It runs our batteries down faster, too. Ken Hewing, thank you so much, car expert Ken Hewing. We appreciate your time.